And to those Shock fans, your beloved soldier of the inverted cross, Rip the full-blown freak show, back for another Rip's Bionicle mock custom thingy. And you're probably looking at the title and saying Takanuva, but you already reviewed one of those. Well, I might have complained about this on my reviews. I wasn't a huge fan of how my Takanuva turned out. I felt the arms were a bit too open, and even though he was just tall and had enough bulk, I just felt like he was still lacking armor. Well, I had a Furno XL figure I was using for parts anyway, and I hadn't um, taken apart like the main body, and I started to experiment around with it. I got this. So here's your 2015 Takanuva. Really love how this turned out because I know the old toy had white arms, white legs, and then the gold was mainly in like the chest and the shoulders. Um, what I did was basically I took all the gold pieces I had to make this, most of them, other than the um, Matanui custom / Ekimu. I'll get to that at the end of this video, so make sure you stay for that part if you're interested in the Matanui / Ekimu custom. These are the new like pieces we get for with some of the Toa. I picked up an extra Onua because he had enough parts that I upgraded a lot of my figures because the pieces under here are white. And these are the gold shoulder pieces that came with the Bionicle Stars characters. I have no clue where I got these. I know they're used on Butaka, but I don't own Butaka, so I don't know where I got these at. But I really like how they look. And I might paint these gold eventually. I used the claw pieces to like fill in the back so he doesn't look gappy from the side. That's the only thing I need to do something about is cover that up, and you really can't see it much. Scale wise, he's taller than the rest of the Toa, but not so unbelievably tall. Just like, oh, he's the Toa of Light, he's the legendary 7th hero. He should be taller. And I'm really happy with how he turned out. And I'm actually working on another project, and I actually have all the parts. I just need to pick up the figures to do this. And I'll go ahead and let this slip because I'll be shutting one of these off. I'll actually shut it off. Takanuva in the movie fought the Rahkshi, as we all know. I only had one Rahkshi growing up, and that's all I still have. But I see they're not very much on eBay, so I got the parts together. I actually ordered some more axles. They're light blue, but I can paint those, or I'll replace them. I'll do something to make it look good. But basically, what I've done is upgraded the Rahkshis. So basically, I wanted him to have the Rahkshi to fight because one, the Rahkshi are my favorite characters as far as bad guys go, other than like legit the Makuta characters. What I did, sadly, I have no way for him to hold the staff at the moment. This is your 2015 Rahkshi. I kept it very similar to how it normally looked, and I'll probably replace these yellow pieces with silver or the dull gray color. What I did was, besides using the new thicker pieces so it wouldn't break, is I'll probably remove the armor at some point because it gets in the way. I added a bone piece here, one of the shorter ones here, and then the original Rahkshi piece. The hand, I bought the Ben 10 Legos a few years back on clearance just because I thought, hey, these parts might come in handy. These little hands look great for them. I have enough for all the Rahkshi when I order them. Don't have enough armor, but I can do something about that. Paint or something. This is one of the pieces off the Ben 10 figure. It's a bit hollow on the inside, but it works well with the Rahkshi. That's all I did really new. All this is just upgraded with the pieces that won't break. The staff pieces are on the back here, like it's extra quills. And scale wise, that's why I made sure before I bought the Rahkshi I had enough of these in correct colors. The height is what matters to me more than anything, because they were so much bigger than the Toa. Now, as I said, Takanuva is my biggest Toa. He's maybe a hair taller than Tahu, who's like the tallest except my Onua. He's actually just around the same height as that Onua I made. And this thing has his knees bent at the moment a bit, but if he was standing at full height and like Takanuva is in like a crouching pose for a fight, oh, he towers over him. I actually have some photos of that, and I will end up showing those off in a slideshow. I just got to get the music and everything together for it, and then I will have the slideshow. So if you want to make this, I forgot the one thing I did too. Instead of using the pieces on the legs that came with it, I use these. I just use a pin to extend the hips just a bit so they're not like this close together, and that way he can like actually make some good poses with a joint here, a good knee joint, and a foot joint. This guy can really pose his legs well. And sadly, from what I'll have to buy more parts, and it's not a horrible thing, but just that. These pieces, I have enough of the bone pieces that you snap armor on, but I don't have enough of the bone pieces that I used to make this joint. So most of my Rahkshi, until I can afford some more parts when I pick them up, will have that on. It's a bit shorter, but it does go to his legs. I mean, it's still a bit short compared to how big their legs are. So I think I did find someone on eBay selling these. Like, I have enough of this guy. I need 2 per Rahkshi, 5 more Rahkshi. I need 10, and I think the guy actually had 10 for $9 or 15 for $9. It was something like that. And I will probably buy those just to make, you know, this looks so good. And I'm really happy. This has been like a really good year for my Bionicle collection. I never thought like I'd have these characters in the better parts that don't break, because the old build system was awesome, but the parts were very fragile. So these are really nice, and I hope if you guys have Inferno XL from the Brain Attack series, the body's what I used to this, and you can probably pretty much tell how I just rigged up the other pieces to it. It wasn't very complicated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I promised an update about the Takanuva MOC. To be honest with you, the Takanuva MOC was just a bit of an upgrade on Rahkshi XL. That bothered me a lot. It really did. I really wanted to make it better. I really wanted to make it look better for myself and for you guys, because, you know, I shouldn't do a MOC of a character and then make it look not like the character should. So I'm not showing it off yet. It is actually complete, except I don't have the mask of creation yet. I completely changed it. I completely built it from the ground up. I just used the gold off Rahkshi and some other things. He's a bit taller than Takanuva, I believe. I haven't really scaled him yet, but he's a bit taller than Takanuva, I believe, because he looks really tall. He's a bit thinner in the sides. Actually, I just felt he should look a bit different like that, like not fully bulked out, since Ekimu wasn't a fighter. He was like a mask maker. And I don't think he really saw power, so it looks good. It looks powerful, though. He looks like a very strong, like, Gundam-looking robot, kind of. And I will show that off when I get the mask of creation. I really, really don't want to show him before he's completed. I just want it to be the complete package when you guys see it. This axe piece right here, that's actually his weapon, and he's holding it, but you can't see him at the moment. I have a couple more MOCs I've done, and I'll be getting the Rahkshi as soon as I'm able to afford them, because I want to just get them all at once, because I have all the parts now except the axle piece, or whatever they're called, the bone pieces. Once I have those, I'll be ready to, like I said, make these Rahkshi and make modern Rahkshi. I'll do a slideshow of those with Takanuva, with all the characters. So until next time, I do hope you've enjoyed these MOCs. Sorry if the video ran a bit long. Until next time, this has been your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rip the Full Blown Freak Show, signing off. Farewell.